Hello, and welcome to this review of the Wallflowers versus Rogues historical romance book series by Lenora Bell. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is Love is a Rogue. We have Beatrice, who is out in the country and trying to work on writing a dictionary, but she is constantly distracted by the handsome carpenter that is working on her brother's estate. A few weeks later, they're both back in London for the season when Beatrice inherits a bookshop that needs fixing up. The carpenter for the job is her distracting carpenter Ford, and these two get to work together yet again. Ford, of course, is wary of anyone in society, and Beatrice is just happy to avoid all of the balls and the soirees and all of the social muck of the ton. We encounter a fair bit of societal disapproval here, especially from Beatrice's mother, because of their different social standings, but I loved how Ford was always supportive of Beatrice's bookshop and project. Next up is The Devil's Own Duke. Hetty's father is totally uninterested in being a duke, and he is overjoyed to find out that a distantly related heir has appeared. Somehow, her father comes up with the idea that Hetty and Ash should get married so that Hetty will be taken care of and that she can continue to live on the estate. Now, of course, Hetty and Ash completely disagree with what to do with the lands because Hetty wants to maintain the vineyard and create her own sparkling wine, while Ash wants to take out the vineyard and start a horse breeding stable in operation. Even though these two are married early on in the story, it does take a while for each of them to truly trust each other. But once you start to see Ash being supportive of Hetty, it is really amazing. Third and lastly, we have Duke Most Wicked. Viola has had a massive crush on her employer for as long as she has known him. She's the music teacher to his five sisters and completely enamored of West despite his wicked ways. When West realizes that his behavior has tarnished his sister's reputations, he tries to make amends by finding a wealthy heiress to marry and to try to find some suitors for his sisters. Viola is extra protective of the sisters and really tries to argue with him on their behalf. Meanwhile, Viola has been secretly composing music and selling it as her father's and trying to avoid any time in the spotlight. We get to see West acknowledge her talent and beauty despite her plain and drab dresses, but he believes that he doesn't deserve her because of all the screwing up that he's done. Overall, it's a great dynamic between our characters, and I really enjoyed the flirting and banter that they get into. Overall, this series has a friend group of wallflowers who all have their own distinct goals and kind of strive to be independent, and somehow they find love interests who support them. While the events take place in chronological order, it's not essential to read these in order. Just pick your favorite wallflower and go from there. We have a bookshop owner, someone who's interested in making wine, and a musician. These books are on the light and fun side of the spectrum without too much heavy angst or drama. Whenever there is a little bit of drama, it gets resolved pretty quickly, and we get to see our beloved heroines be triumphant. This was definitely a fun series to read, and at this point, I have read everything that Lenora Bell has to offer, and I guarantee that I will continue to read her books. Thanks so much for watching this video. Links to all three books are in the description box. Like and subscribe so that you don't miss future videos, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.